Hello Reavers, time for another face cam video for no real reason. Let's just do this. So I'm gonna be making a top 5 worst and top 5 best VeggieTales episodes. Here are some quick honorable mentions. I have like 3 of them. God Wants Me to Forgive Them is an honorable mention because the animation's not great, especially when the grapes in their cars just and yeah, it's not great, but it's got a bit of a charm to it, you know? So that's this honorable mention. Next honorable mention. Our next honorable mention is The Fib from Outer Space. I just don't have that big of a love for it. I know a lot of people do, though. So that's why it's an honorable mention. Next. So, our last honorable mention is An Easter Carol. I was gonna put it on there, but I think it would probably be number 6 on the best list. So before we actually start the list, here are a few more rules. I will not be including any movie, so no Jonah, and no, complete VeggieTales show, except for one, which, you'll see later. But, other than that, yeah. Also, I have to have seen these, so if your favorite one's not on here, it could be I haven't seen it. I haven't seen every VeggieTales, okay? But anyway, on to the actual video. So number 5 on the worst list is It's a Meaningful Life. I know you might be upset I put this on here, since I'm pretty sure it's actually kind of well liked. I wasn't into it. It's not that I like it has an actual... It's not that I don't like it has, like, a meaningful story, like it actually has essence to it. It's just that I didn't like it. It felt kind of boring to me. I guess it's because I'm 12 and I don't have any interest in It's a Wonderful Life, so It's a Meaningful Life did not change anything for me. But yeah, I just wasn't a big fan. Don't argue in the comments about it. It's my opinion. I just don't like It's a Meaningful Life. So number 5 on the best is The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. So this might take a bit of explaining. I don't understand why I like this so much. Like, the story's a spoof, obviously. The humor's okay. It's as good as VeggieTales gets, I suppose. I like this because it was iconic to my past. I remembered watching it once as I was a kid, and I barely remembered anything. But I remembered I wanted it. I remembered it looked so fun. I had a chance to get it, but instead I got Lord of the Beans, which I don't really regret, because Lord of the Beans is pretty good. Not on this list, by the way. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz is good. It's okay. But really it's here because of the presence it had on me as a young child. Because now I'm a big child. I'm a tween. Technically. This is a tween, right? 12? Whatever. Anyway. The 4th on the worst is Harry, Larry, and the True Light of Christmas. I don't need to explain this one. It's bad. Sorry, my bad. It's bad. The only good thing is that Uncle Si's in it. So they did something right. They have Uncle Si in a VeggieTales cartoon. But other than that, I just don't like it. I just don't like it. But number 4 on the best is The Toy That Saved Christmas. I've actually watched this really recently. Dang, I like it. I like Buzzsaw Louie. He's a great character with a beautiful beautiful singing voice that should have been used more. I like every aspect of The Toy That Saved Christmas. It's a Christmas special. It's got an amazing one-off character. Mr. Lunt plays the henchman. That's how you know it's good. I like Mr. Lunt, in case you can't tell. He's funny. He's about as edgy as you're gonna get on VeggieTales. But yeah, The Toy That Saved Christmas is good. Now, number 3 on the worst is League of Incredible Vegetables. Should be the League of Inedible Vegetables, because why would you want to eat these bozos? Except for you, Larry Boy, and Mr. Lunt. Everyone else sucks, though. So, the main problem I have with this is it's kind of boring? I don't know. It just doesn't have the same pizzazz that VeggieTales seems to have. This is in the part I like to call the middle era. I didn't like the middle era. Like, It's a Wonderful Life. I don't know if Wonderful Wizard of Oz was in that middle era, but I'm pretty sure Mary Larry was. The titles that are a bit more forgettable, those are amazingly from the middle era. I talked with Volcano Unicorn a bit before recording this video. He loves the Middle Era. I don't. Now, it's not the worst era. We'll get to that later, but VeggieTales did get worse as it goes on, or as it went on. And I just feel like this was sort of part of their decline, because it just wasn't that good. So, that's number 3 for the worst, but number 3 for the best is Shack and Benny. So I've watched this, like, yesterday. It's really good. Although, the Mr. Nezzer picture on here is kind of cursed. Can I zoom in? Yeah. I need to zoom in more then. I'll enlarge it. Just look at Mr. Nezzer there. Like, he has his pupils all tiny and stuff. He's kind of creeping me out. What was I talking about? Alright. Shack and Benny. Great story. I mean, I know it's a Bible story, but great story. Great songs. The bunny song, even if it's, morally incorrect, it's good. Like, catchy. And Good Morning George, songs like those. It's got great music. It's got a good little twist on the story. It's a chocolate factory. I like the chocolate factory element. Plus, it was the debut of Mr. Lunt, so how could it get any better than that? But now let's go to number 2 on the worst, which, don't know how controversial this will be, but let's see. Forgot to go on the slide when I started recording, Gideon, Tuba Warrior. Okay. So, the reason I do not like this, other than the fact, why did I get the German picture? Why? I found it online, so I just went like, why not? But the point is, this was... You know how I said that League of Incredible Vegetables was boring? This is like that times 50. I barely remember anything that happened. I remember the pirates hosted it. That was the other thing I remembered, because that was fun. The pirates hosting an episode is a great idea. But it had to be this episode. Like, even the other short thingy, the other story, wasn't that good. It's just too forgettable. So put that all together, you do not get a very good VeggieTales episode. But on a positive side, number 2 on the best is Daniel and the Lion's Den. So I know this is technically part of Where's God When I'm Scared, but I like this more than the Junior story. The Junior does have that great moment when Bob was like, what are you going to do? I'm going to call the police. That was pretty great. But Daniel and the Lion's Den, oh my. It's just beautiful. Like, so... You've got this amazing music. Music that's, well, amazing. You have animation that, okay, the animation's not very good. But if this was like late 90s, early 2000s, something along those lines, I can forgive them this time. And it really wasn't that bad animation. Here's a fun fact about it, though. Whenever Scallion number 1 is saying, yeah, they'll be thrown into the lion's den if they, don't know why I emphasize den. They'll be thrown in the lion's den if they don't follow the law. And it zooms in on his eyes, and the screen is red, and there's lightning. The red screen was actually a lighting glitch, and then Mike Naraki and Phil Viger, whatever his name is, who created VeggieTales, just went like, oh, we'll keep it, add lightning, so it looks real. I couldn't tell. It just fits so perfectly. A little happy accent, I guess you could say. And now, unfortunately, the number 1 worst VeggieTales cartoon is the VeggieTales Netflix series. I don't want to say anything about this. I know I said I wouldn't do any series, but I changed my mind because I hate this stupid show. Both of them. In the City and In the House. Suck. Ruined VeggieTales. I just can't express it. The animation is not the same. It's just, it doesn't have the same charm VeggieTales had. And it seems that people are liking the show, which I can't understand. Like, if you're new to VeggieTales, sure, watch it. And, like, you could think this is your introduction to VeggieTales, and then you realize the others are way better. But if you're a VeggieTales fan for your entire life, which I, as a Christian child, am, I'm not 12, but I'm still a Christian child, we had these DVDs, they just were like, alright, put in VeggieTales. So yeah, after growing up, and still growing up with these, this is just a disappointment. So yeah, that is my very detailed rant about the In the House and In the City series. But the number one best VeggieTales cartoon is Esther, the girl who became queen. Now, I like this for, like, I don't know, 50 reasons. Animation, pretty great, pretty great. Characters, really great, really great. I love the music, especially Heyman's song. I really like the There Are Those That Can't Be Trusted song. It's a good song. It is. It's a good song. Is it morally incorrect? Yeah. Is it catchy? Dang yes. I also like Esther's songs. I don't know how they got such a talented actress to play her, but they somehow did. So yeah, that's why I love Esther. That's the end of the list in the video. I hate the Netflix series, but I absolutely love the originals, except for these ones. Yeah. So I know you might not agree with me and you're gonna go to the comments and go like, you're so stupid, I hate you. Please, please, please die. But don't do that, okay? Because they're just my opinions. You could have different opinions, and that is perfectly okay. Doesn't make a difference on this world, at least not with VeggieTales. But if you're going to complain about it, saying someone's wrong, and not doing it in a joking way, yeah, you're kind of scummy. If you've ever done that, sorry, but you did a scummy thing once. And we've all done that before. We've all gotten mad at someone for their opinions, and maybe commented or said something like, "You're stupid. Why would you do that?" And honestly, we shouldn't, okay? That's kind of a scummy thing to do. Just to go like, oh, our opinions are different on a cartoon. You must be evil. So, with that little 12-year-old lecture out of the way, remember to learn science, eat sushi or any other food, but specifically sushi. That's very important. Only sushi. It could be other foods, but it must be sushi. Get it? Get it? Like, it can be other foods, but if it's not sushi, it sucks, you see? And I bid you farewell. And remember, God made you special and He loves you very much. Bye-bye.